Hello everybody on YouTube. How are we today? Hope you're well. Now then guys, as of the header on this video, this is about the truth living in rural Thailand, or just Thailand in general. It will apply to living in Thailand in general, but more so about regarding living in rural Thailand. I have made previous videos regarding benefits of living in Thailand, which yes, there are plenty of benefits, but not everybody really talks about, possible truths about living in, and the hurdles that you have to cross. So that's kind of what this video is about, because we are always on social media. I think, well, of course, we're always trying to promote good things. We want positive videos, give you the good feel factor and everything. Of course, that's a good thing. But sometimes we just have to be a little bit more true to the whole story when it comes to living inside another country. And today I'm just sitting outside, just chilling on the little small patio, just the bite there. It is a cloudy day today, guys. It is cloudy, so I thought I would just take this opportunity just to sit down here and do a nice little video for you, a little bit something different. So then guys, while you're living in Thailand, in rural Thailand, you'll have to come across big changes, cultural changes, things that you'll have to get used to, that's for sure. The slower pace of life is one thing here that is very important that you get used to. You have to get used to the family thing, that family is important to your beautiful Thai wife or Thai girlfriend. That is an important thing to remember. And even from driving on the roads, for argument's sake, that is also very different here in Thailand. Even though drive on the same side of the road as the UK, actual things like going round roundabouts, etc., just general driving, parking, people tend to, when they're parking, it's kind of normal here to park their car and block you in a bit, and sometimes you have to get out and push somebody's car, they leave the handbrake off, all that kind of thing. So that is to get used to. Road rage is not really here a thing. If you do something here that's not so good, people always say Shawandi Gap, etc. So yes, there's that to contend with, and you generally just have to be a little bit more patient with things. Maybe when it comes to ordering food, that is something. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer here up in rural Thailand than you're down in the resorts where they're knocking out food quickly. Sometimes they hear it's just a little bit slower. They're not quite, as I say, quite on the ball. Generally, I find here as well that they make a few mistakes and stuff when it comes to making food, so this seems quite normal here in rural Thailand. So once again, it's just a polite thing, and they generally change it. And it's doing the reviews as well, guys. Don't be putting on bad reviews, slating people, slander, etc. is not welcome. It's that's definitely not a welcome thing to do here in Thailand. So more so in rural Thailand than anywhere else. So these are kind of the things that you've got to get used to. The other thing that you've got to get used to in this beautiful country is you will always be a foreigner. okay? And that's just the way it is. I've got 2 children, both have Thai passports, and it's quite clear that they're half, but sometimes they're accepted, sometimes they're not accepted, but they're still Thai. They are Thai. They got Thai passports. They got ID cards, but they're Thai. But sometimes they're still seen as a foreigner, as a Falang, as an alien, and that is just the way it is. Generally, people don't mean too much by it or whatever. Maybe on the odd occasion somebody might say in a nasty way, but generally it's just the way they are, just how they look at foreigners, and that's just the way, and just the way it is. Now, from my personal circumstance, I truly am a foreigner, yeah, and you've got to accept that. You've got to accept that you are a guest in their country, and that is just the way it is, guys. You are a guest, and that's it. So you either accept that or you don't accept it. But there's just some things, guys, that when you come to here, you come to this country, you have to just accept. There's no point screaming and shouting and throwing your dummy out, etc. You just have to get on with and get used uh, to be living here as a kind of, as I said, as a guest in the country. The other thing is, when you're out in the jungle, where maybe like where my wife's parents are, your things are very, very different. Even there, they're living up into the centre of town here. Very, very different whether you're living in any Isan town, Buriram, Udon Thani, Nakhon Ratchasima. If you go to all these towns that are in Isan area, they are very different than the rural, and some of the rural things are very, very much different the way they do things again than even they are in the city. Now, my wife, she actually lived in the UK for 13 years, so she's seen the other side of the fence. And even coming here, she's even sort of said to me herself as well that the village life is so much different even than just living in the town in Buriram. So so it is very, very different. So I mean, if she's noticing it, you can imagine what foreigners are, when they're coming to go to meet their beautiful young lady's family, etc. So you just have to accept that when you're coming, that things will be very, very, very different. That is for sure. And it's generally normal as well for if you're going to the village. Let's say you and when we come from the UK and come here, it's kind of normal to take some family people out for something to eat, and you pay for everybody just to do it one time. I know some people kicking and screaming, refusing to do it, and this and that. It's just one of those things that you have to accept, and how you have to just do it. You only need to do it once, guys. You only need to do it once. That is for sure. Another truth is about Thai gold as well. You don't need to buy anybody Thai gold. You don't have to, because that's definitely not needed. And all that is Thai gold. But the Thai person, they can go and cash it in at the gold shop at any time. So you're kind of giving them cash. So if your beautiful young lady is really putting pressure on you with buying them gold, then you need to look at your relationship. That's for sure. And once again, if you're buying, if you're going to buy property or whatever, once again, if you're being slightly pressured into doing stuff from your beautiful Thai partner, then you have to seriously look at this as well, at your relationship in general. Just really, you need to let these things happen naturally. They will happen naturally. I've been very, very lucky with my wife. She's been absolutely amazing. And I haven't had to put up with any of this nonsense. I know people who have. It's very sad for those people, but that's just the way it is. And some people, you know, they're kind of suckered into believing that's the way it is. It's a bit like the sin sod, the dowry, as it's known. You're, foreigner will be told that, oh, we've got to do this and do that. That's nonsense as well, because in real terms, the dowry is actually supposed to be given back to the person that gave it. That's the real tradition of it in Thailand. So I'm told by my wife. So so just be careful, guys, just to make sure that you find out the real how it really works here, without being, as I said, without being pushed into some of these things that aren't true. Don't try not to get suckered up into that. Try not to listen to people in bars. Try to listen to people here who have been here a long time, people who can give you some decent advice. As I said, you're not going to take advice from somebody, let's say, in a bar down in Pattaya, who think they know everything about Thailand. Just try and stick to advice from people who have been here for a while. So yes, guys, but apart from all that, it is an absolutely amazing place. The people are amazing, and it's a great place to be living. And the Thai people are generally very, very good. And I think once they see that you're living here, for my circumstance with children, they do slightly look at you slightly different than any other foreigner, because they do respect that you are living